Okay, so you graduated in 1982, and you went to the minor leagues, and you were there until 85.
Yes. Well, yes, 85.
Okay, but even in the minor leagues, people were paying attention. They were calling you natural. They were calling you Parkway Jose.
It was funny
hit it
because
so far to almost to the Parkway, in the stadium.
Yeah, the first couple of years, 82, 83, 84, I struggled. I really did. I played the Florida State League as a 17-year-old, just turning 18. And that's a league where there's a higher A classification, older players in their actual 20. I think I got 11 at-bats. I didn't never play. I got one hit. Then I think I went to Idaho Falls, was a short season rookie ball. I did okay. From there, I think I went to Madison, Wisconsin. I got demoted. The weather was so cold I couldn't play there. Same year, I went to Medford, Oregon. I did all right. Next year after that, 84, I went to Modesto, California. I struggled there a lot. Then my mom at mid-season passed away. And I think that was a huge turning point because my mother had never watched me play professional baseball. So she was on her deathbed. She was already brain dead from a brain aneurysm she had. And I promised her right there, something kind of switched to me. The switch went off and I said, Mom, for you, I'm going to become the best player in the world. And right then and there, literally 2 or 3 days later, I found steroids. I started using PEDs and I was obsessed, literally obsessed with becoming the best player in the world.
Okay, so the steroids actually started in the minor leagues.
Yes, they started in 1984.
Aha. Okay. And then by 85, you were the minor league player of the year.
Went into camp, 85, did quite well in camp. I think I hit 5 or 6 home runs. I was tied in the league in home runs, but they said I was still too young. I needed more experience. Back then, in that era, the younger players really had to develop a lot more. Today, you're at a high school, you're a great player, you're playing in the major leagues instantly because they're trying to change the outlook of baseball. They're trying to make it more of a youthful game. Back then, the 80s and 90s, basically you found a lot of older players. A lot of veteran players were playing 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 extra more years. So you really had to prove yourself as a young player in the minor league system and really had to perform on a consistent level. So 1985, I almost make the major league team, but they said, you know what? He's got the talent, he's not ready. I think the attitude was when we bring him up, we don't want him to go back down. We don't want him to struggle. Now I play in Huntsville, Alabama, brand new stadium there. And yeah, I mean, I hit phenomenal stats. I think in 58 games, I had 25 home runs, almost 90 RBIs, hit well over 300. So those were kind of softball type stats. I did break my finger. I got hit on my hand. I missed 6 weeks of the actual season with a broken finger. I got promoted to AAA baseball, which for the month I hit, I think for a batting average, it's like 500. I was player of the month. Hit some very long home runs and did quite well. So even though I missed 6 weeks of the actual season with a broken hand, my numbers were just incredible. Then, of course, when the 40-man roster expanded in 1986, I was brought up to their major leagues to actually play.